everybody to Warriors of the Rainbow Spiritual Guidance YouTube channel. As always, my name is Jason and I will be your guide. Thank you guys for returning, and for those that are new, welcome. I appreciate you all the love and the support that you show me, the likes, the comments, shares, the subscriptions, everything, you guys. Thank you so much. The donations, everything. I truly appreciate the support. It is a blessing to be here with you guys, so I hope you know that. I hope everything is going well for you. The best days are yet to be formed. Okay, so just prepare because there's going to be some good things coming, and for some, there's going to be this wave. It is a wave. You ride a wave. It's up, down, left, right. So just do your best. Freedom of choice. Make the best choices that are best for you by listening to your inner being. So this is going to be another collective reading. It is for anyone that finds it. If you're subscribed to the channel, there's going to be a message in here for you. If you're on the Facebook group, there's going to be a message here for you. That's the intention. Also, if you come across this, when you come across this is when you were meant to come across this. Okay, these are timeless readings, can go anywhere from 6 months beyond. Okay, so just understand that. If you'd like to join the Facebook group, go ahead in the description box. There is a link there. If you'd like to donate to the channel, help me get a dry erase board, and just show me appreciation and love. I would like to get a couple decks I've had my eyes on. Go ahead in the description box. There's options to do so. Everything counts. 1, 5, 10, 20. I do gotta live, right? So if that's something you like to do, I appreciate it. Thank you to those that heard that call. If you'd like to purchase a private reading or with Spirit and I, there's an email address in the description box. Go ahead and email me. I am going to do a half-hour readings for $30. That is for the rest of this month. If it's something you're interested in, get it now while they last. It's a good time. But if you could just support the channel by hitting that like button, subscribing, it helps the channel grow. It also helps me tap into your energy field. And leave a comment. Let me know how it's resonating so I know how I'm seeing the cards, okay? It helps me grow as well. Without further ado, let's get into the channeled messages. So, Saturn energy is what, I don't know, I saw Saturn and Jupiter in my mind's eye during my meditation. Saturn's about law, structure, it could be a significant to you right now. You may want to check your Saturn placements. It didn't come up in the astrological energy, but I'll get into that here after. Laser tag, butter, the Akashic records, 8-ball, like an 8-ball, like a pool, 8-ball. So to me, that's like talking about the Taurus field and the yin and yang. The number 8 is the yin and yang, which is also representation of the Taurus field. Okay, we are all atom. We are all a Taurus field. Okay, it's all electromagnetism. All right, it's not, matter is an illusion in the sense of really what it is. We'll just put it that way. Costco, the walls come down. So the veil removing is what I'm getting. Something to do with horses. You could be take care of horses, or something could be running across horses, or something like that. Westworld, could be watching Westworld, or you could be thinking of traveling out west. Dopamine detox, some of you guys may watch a video about dopamine detox or be thinking about like disconnecting from certain things like TV, Facebook. It's funny because then I channeled was Facebook jail. Right? So some of you guys could be putting yourself in Facebook jail or literally have put in Facebook jail. Final results, finals, some of you guys, something about finals, or yeah, you're getting your grades or something. Bean dip, April, so that's Aries energy. April could be a name. Also, just the month of April. Could have a birthday in April or something like that, or somebody you're dealing with is. Facing the truth. Pride and envy. So I feel like there may be somebody you are dealing with that is facing the truth about their own pride and envy, or maybe this is you needing to understand that what you see in others is also something you see in yourself. So I feel like for some of you guys, it's you're calling this stuff out of yourself. Okay. Um, Ripples. I've seen water ripples, right? Some of you guys could be doing meditations in the bath by leaving your faucet dripping. I've heard that it's a really good meditation. But to me, it's a reminder that everything in the mind sends out ripples. When mind in the heart, right? The mind is the electricity. The heart is the magnetism, right? So just beware what you're thinking and feeling at the same time because it is sending out ripples. I'm also getting things are just going to be a ripple effect, right? So one thing is just putting everything else together, and it could have something to do with the astrological energy, as I just got to download. Letting go of the wheel or the need to let go of the wheel, freedom, right? Just free yourself. Ankles. You're the one. I see you. Tongue twister. Service. The color blue, which represents the sky and the sea, open spaces, freedom, intuition, imagination, inspiration, truth, sensitivity, depth, trust, loyalty, sincerity, wisdom, confidence, faith, authenticity, expression, and healing. It's funny too because the ankles represent stability, mobility, and flexibility. So I feel like you're being called to step into that higher power and to change your perception. Be willing to change, right? I also wrote on the other side here the power of I don't know. So, it's okay to admit that you don't know something. It's actually the proper thing to do. We don't need to know everything, all right? So I feel like you're being called to admit to yourself that you don't know everything and to be more childlike innocent, right? To seek truth, right? But if you feel that you know everything, you will never be able to see anything outside of that because you're closing the walls. And that's kind of with this walls coming down, which I didn't see it, but that's what I'm getting here, is those walls that you've made, this prison is coming down, and you're actually now opening yourself up to receive more truth. The number 4, I Am Number 4, or I think it's a movie. I put a question mark. I believe it is, and I've seen it. It's about a man with super abilities. Yeah, that's about a conscious man, a person with a heart. That's open up the heart space. This magnetism is what manifests. This is the plane of inertia. This is the plane of earth, inertia, earth, heart, right? It's the plane. Everything is interconnected through the heart, the sacred heart. All are connected through it. That plane is what's manifesting, all right? So all starts in mind, then comes to the plane of inertia, and then manifests in the matter, okay? It has to travel through the heart to get down to the root, right? Okay, so the number 4 represents another stability, the body, an illusion of time, the 4th dimension. In a form of a square, the number 4 represents Earth. It also represents the 4 cardinal points, north, east, south, west, the 4 elements, water, fire, air, earth, the 4 seasons, spring, summer, fall, winter, the 4 emotional states of the body, physical, emotional, mental, spiritual, the 4 states of matter, gas, liquid, solid, plasma, and the 4 cognitive functions, thoughts, feelings, sensations, and intuition. That's according to Carl Jung. And then the 4 pillars of spiritual living, mind, body, spirit, and service. So mind is the willingness to be a lifelong learner. The body is physical movement, so exercise, right? These 4 principles or pillars are what you want to apply every day, right? You want to seek knowledge. You want to seek more wisdom, more understanding. You want to do more, seek physical activity, exercise, yoga, things like that. Also, body could be eating healthier. Spirit, meditation, yoga, mindfulness. And then service. How are you connecting to others, relationships, and make sure that they're positive, okay? So I feel like this is telling you to master, and it's funny because in your experience, here you have the awareness, and right underneath that, partnerships and alliances. See what I mean? Master of the elements and service, partnerships, alliances. This is what you're being asked to do right now. It's this year being the year of 7, okay, is a master. It's not a master number, but it is a very divine number. It represents spirit and fullness. Okay, so this year you're being asked to dedicate yourself to a spiritual way of living. That's what many of us are. If you're saying that you are becoming enlightened, if you are saying that you're here to be a light worker, a rainbow warrior, then it requires the spiritual living. You can't just say that and then not match that by your actions, your feelings, and your thoughts. You're being asked to step into your mastery, okay? Um, for some of you guys, the past was challenging, okay? Because you do have in your emotional space challenging times, and then the third eye, which is telling me the perception, okay? The way this is gone. The number 5 is saying the challenging times and your emotions are over. Mind, heart, coherence. Here's how you create, okay? So when you're trying to control everything, that's when you're going to create more ripples that are going to cause things to get out of whack. You don't really have free will, because the cosmic clock, you do, in a sense that you have the freedom of choice, and then those choices will set you up, okay, for the higher or the lower. The clock, the birth charts and things that you have been born under, those energies are already working for you or against you, dependent upon the choices that you make. Okay? So this challenging times you are realizing, is what I'm getting here, was due to your own behavior. And this song right here, Suffocated Memory. Yeah, I feel like, and it's ripping out of his chest. So I feel like it's talking about let that go. That is over with. Okay? And then, wow, underneath that you have flow. See what I mean? Let go of the control, flow, and master your emotions. Okay? You're being asked to take leadership in your life. And then that's how your dreams are going to come true. Okay? Let's go over the astrological energy. So it's funny, the astrological energy we have is the moon. On the bottom of the deck, it was the moon. And then Scorpio. Well, right after I pulled it, I went online to look up to see where the moon is in, and it currently is in Scorpio. So the cards are definitely pulling correctly. Like I said, the cosmic energies are playing a factor at all times. If you understand the science of astrology, okay, the science of the tropical astrology, you then will have wisdom to know when it's best for certain things and when it's not. And that's why that wisdom was kind of taken from us, but it's coming back out. All right, let's read this. Let's start off with the moon. So I'm just going to do the action. The action. First, perceive what unspoken emotional inner calling and patterns drive you. Look to your own moon sign. When you cooperate with your moon's emotional motivation, you'll find it easier to walk in harmony with your path. Next, investigate the needs and wants of those around you. The emotions underneath the surface actually run the show. Those primary drives are expressed through habits and actions, nuance and expression, rather than through words. Look for the underground ocean. It carries the soul's energy. Speak to the insecurities that slow this process. Act in a way that helps others feel nurtured, warm, and emotionally connected. Make them feel at home. Tend the food, water, the home base. Like the moon, the energy in this situation will wax and wane. So assess the current phase and work with those cycles. So it's kind of what I was saying about, connecting with others. Okay? And yesterday I was talking about like the unseen motions or whatever. I can't remember exactly how I worded it, but this is what I'm getting. Look at things, because your intuition's showing you stuff, right? You're able to see things to benefit the whole. Okay? If you're trying to benefit only you and not think about other people, then you are out of line. You're not in balance, and that is where the trouble is going to arise. Okay? You want to be so confident in your ability, you want to be so confident in your connection with Source that you're not trying to make everybody work the way you want them to be. Because if you're doing that, that's because you're uncomfortable within your own skin. Something's not right, and it needs to be addressed. This song right here, Proud. Pride. Overcoming pride, right? That is kind of what I'm getting here, and I said it in my channeled messages and it coming up in the song here, okay? The pride, the negative side of pride will cause um, more struggles. Okay, and I feel like maybe this is something to do with this moon energy as well. The challenge: look to feelings rather than logic to move this situation forward. Notice any strange responses to anxiety, touchy personal defenses, nepotism, xenophobia, subjectivity, or insecurity, either in your motivation or in those around you. Tend to the fear that lies underneath these behavior. It's kind of what I was just saying. Like, help people feel at ease. Don't try to dominate them, okay? Instead, remember that all is one. All is atom. All is atom. We're all connected on the plane of inertia, okay? The heart, everybody is connected on that heart. So when you look at everybody, remember they're just a reflection of you, and they are also the center of the universe just like you are. Gift. You are one with the ebb and the flow. Watch what sign the moon occupies each day and let the moon teach you about its phases. Align yourself with those tides and make your life easier. So that is important. It's what I was talking about, the astrotheology. Now, if you are Scorpio, okay, sun sign, the moon is in your sign. Abstaining from sexual activity where you actually release fluid, if you know what I'm talking about, will actually benefit you right now. So won't not eating meat, eating light foods, meditation. It will help that secretion, the Christos oil that is secreted from the claustrum down through the pineal, pituitary, and the spinal cord down to the sacral chakra. If it doesn't get used up or burned by fermentation in the stomach, what will happen then, it will mix with the sacral fluid and become lighter. And then it will start its ascension back up. If you can get it all the way back up into the mind, the higher mind, it will activate cells that have been dormant. It will heal and regenerate your body, and you'll be able to see things at a higher perspective. Okay? That wisdom is returning. It is important to understand that wisdom. All right, let's read Scorpio. It's like a lot of emotional energy here. Scorpio, action. Drop assumptions and ask questions. Be fascinated by a mystery. Dive deep into the well rather than settle for the surface. Look under the rocks and be curious, as this situation is going to require some research. Take nothing at face value. Probe the conscious and unconscious passions that motivate the situation. Be aware of the sexual dynamics in the room and what role they play. Look at worst case scenarios so you can prepare and then feel safe enough to search for the best case scenario. Be ready to transform and transmute the situation. Distill the essence. Concentrate. Play your cards close to your chest. It's time to gather information, get the facts, work with the material, and introspect. Listen to both facts and to your own intuition rather than other people's opinions. Share only when you are ready. Appreciate moments alone. If you learn to be comfortable alone, you will have more bargaining power in relationships. Within the depths of your soul is your connection to the infinite. Search for it. So it's about mastery of your emotions. It goes back to things that are going on around you. To look at it from a higher perspective. Okay, control those emotions. The challenge: question every. Oh, and then I will also, before I will add, the four pillars, right? Seek, continually seek, go deeper and deeper, and that's kind of what I'm feeling like. You're being called to go deeper into your heart space, and you're being called to action. That's what I'm getting here. This year is a call to mastery, so it's called to do the deep work, to stop brushing things under the carpet here. The challenge: question everything, including your own concerns. Jealousy and possessiveness drain your energy and waste time. Before triggering your defenses, the scorpion sting, ask if that response will get you what you actually need. So, if something triggers you, okay, if something's said and you become triggered, know that that person's not triggering you. You are triggering yourself. It is a response due to something in the past. Be conscious of that. Don't. It goes back to that needing to control and, like, you know what I mean. Let other people express themselves without letting it bother you, because what other people think about you or do or anything should have nothing to. It should not affect you. All right. If it does, then there's some insecurity in yourself. Okay. The gift, transformation. Scorpio loans you the strength and curiosity to plumb the depths and face your monsters, then soar to new heights and transform the situation. Feel the well within that connects to the collective source. Woo, that's powerful. So, for many of you guys, this is a year of transformation. This is getting closer and closer to the spirit within you, to your higher self, all right, to your divinity. That's what I'm getting here. All right. Um, let's keep going here. So, in the overall energy, you have on the bottom of the deck the man holding the heart and the woman holding the heart. And what's so synchronistic about this is the heart, earth, or the plane of inertia, right? The plane, okay? It's the cross, the plane, that the four directions, you see? It's coming out in the cards because everything is created in this plane. Everything is interconnected on this plane. Now, the masculine and the feminine, the positive and the minus, or the left and the right, okay? It's the out and the back, right? The up and the down. That is always working. So I feel it's asking you to balance out your heart space, okay? To know when you're supposed to nurture and when you're supposed to act, and to bring balance into that, and to understand that everything is started with the mind and then manifests in when the mind and the heart become one. For some of you, there could also be equal love between you and another person, okay, that needs to be expressed or wants to be expressed. Or maybe with this moon, maybe that's what it's saying, is like behind subconsciously there is a connection here, okay? And that's for some of you guys. But for most of you, I feel like it's talking about balancing out your own heart. In your mental space, you have growth on the bottom of the deck, followed by air, spirit, knowledge. Okay? So toadstools, growth, air, spirit, knowledge. Underneath this growth, you have truth, the raven spirit, and prosperity. Underneath that is miracles. So it is about understanding the power of the mind, okay? And to continually renew your mind. You know, in the Bible it says, grow by the constant renewal of your mind. Okay, so I feel like Spirit's trying to tell you guys that this year is about growth. Okay, it's about transformation. It's about connecting and becoming one with your divinity. All right, rising that ladder, letting that energy, the vibration, the electromagnetism. Okay, but the first principle of Hermeticism, the 7 principles, is all is mind. So it starts with the mind. And what you have in your, like I said, you have the awareness. This is the magician, and recognition and reward. Okay? So controlling your mind and your heart space and your emotions is how you're going to get things brought to you. Okay? I do feel that you are being recognized by the divine, and I feel like astrologically, for many of you, it is supportive of growth. Okay? Like you're going to have actually a good cycle here. I feel for a lot of you guys with this challenging times, is you went through all this challenging times astrologically to get you prepared for the next stage of your life, which is not going to be as challenging because now you are in your master energy, or becoming in growing into your master energy. So the things that used to affect you can't affect you. Okay, I feel like you're being noticed and recognized from a lot of people. Okay, they could be getting some type of bonus or something like that, upgrade. I'm also getting upgrade of gifts here. And for your advice, you have clean it up and the observer. So there it is, cleaning the mind, be the observer, stand guard at the gate of your mind, right? That's kind of what I'm getting here. And to listen to your own intuition, the deep knowing that you have within you, okay? You have a lot of wisdom, a lot of intuitions, intuitive insight right now. You just got to act upon that. We have here the experimenter, which says, I am strong and secure enough to experiment as I see fit. And then again, the contortionist, all right? I resist those who would have me bend to their will. Okay, I'm going to say this. You could have been dealing with somebody who has had a lot of trauma, okay? and they are prideful, because this is what I'm getting, right? The pride, the contortionist, I don't let anybody bend to my will, using that as an scapegoat. Okay, be aware of that. Okay, it is, if you know, like, that you're called to be to get closer to the spirit within you, right? And you're called to action. You're a light worker. You're called to spread love, to help the consciousness of this planet grow, right? Then, don't give excuses to why you're doing things. Okay, don't let the trauma of the past, where you were controlled by another relationship, right? Say you were in a relationship with your ex and they were very controlling, and now you're free from that. Don't let that relationship be your anthem to your pride and to keeping you walking a path of arrogance, ignorance, blindness. You know, don't let that fuel your fire. And I kind of feel like that may be happening or have happened. Okay, flexibility is what I'm getting from this conjuncture. Flexibility in your own beliefs. All right. Remember, it is okay to say I don't know. All right, let's see what the cards have to say. I already shuffled 4 times. Look at that. At the bottom of the deck, we have the Ace of Cups. That's about new energy. All right. All right, Spirit. Show the collective. Anyone that's going to see this message, what they need to see. Anybody that sees this message, what they need to see. So, grief. Stages of grief. This song right here, Alone. It is okay. If you're alone, you're not lonely if you're alone if you're like the person you're alone with, right? So some of you guys, you have been alone, but it was for a purpose. See it for that, okay? Wow. At the bottom of the deck, we have the Two of Cups. This is the electromagnetism. You see the wings represents the ram, the head, the mind, the cerebrum, okay? The unification of the mind and the heart. That's why it comes down. You can see the caduceus, the 2 snakes, the serpent here. It's coming down, and it's connecting at the heart space. Okay? This is electromagnetism. That's what this is. All right? For some of you guys, there could be love. Okay? But I feel it's saying that to look, underneath that you have the Hierophant. This is someone with spiritual wisdom. It's applying the wisdom that you've learned. Okay? That's what I'm getting. It's also about committing. Someone could want to commit in love, or maybe this is you. Wow, leap of faith here. Maybe you don't see this. They want to work at it. Yeah, somebody definitely does. And maybe you don't know this yet for some of you guys, okay? But this is also being committed to yourself and just have faith, all right? To step out into the unknown. That's the biggest part that I'm feeling for most of you. All right, let's see what we get. Woo! The 10 of Pentacles. The Justice card. Okay, so the Emperor in reverse. All right, and that Justice card landed out sideways because cause and effect. The 5 of Wands. The Ace of Wands. See, and that's at challenging times here. The Empress in reverse. All right. Okay. 2 more cards. The High Priestess. And then the Judgment. And at the bottom of the deck's the 7 of Wands. So the 7 of Wands is guarded. It's also not just always guarded. It's also going after what you want, right? Taking that wand and directing it after what you want. Okay? But I do feel like somebody may have been guarded or from the past here. It could have something to do with a child, is what I'm getting here. I don't know. I'm getting that, okay? And there may have been conflicts in the past here, all right? So with this 10 of Pentacles and this Justice card, it's honestly everything is a cause and effect. The law of justice. It's all about balance, okay? If you want to have this 10 of Pentacles, you have to do this inner work. And also just be aware of the New Age stuff about the law of attraction and getting all this money and all this stuff. That's not what this card is talking about. Yes, it does talk about matter and manifesting, what you desire, the happy life, the happy family, right? But like I said, the number 4 in the channel message, it requires you to be of service too. Those that have always give, because in this justice card, it is equal give and take. It is balance. Okay, think about it. Okay, I feel like that's the karma is supporting you right now. The astrology, it's like justice. You're receiving justice. Okay. Um, with this Emperor in reverse and this 5 of Wands, the conflict happens when you try to control, when you let the ego run the life. Okay. This is why you went through the period of the cycles that you went through. Okay, you're being asked to let this ego free, to stop trying to control things. Okay, for some of you guys, there may be some type of conflict within Aries or some type of fire sign, or you could be the Aries, vice versa. Like I said, energy is reverse at times, so just remember that. Take what resonates and leave what doesn't. For many of you, it's the conflict of your own ego that's causing this, and you're being asked to check that. All right? Now, then you have the Ace of Wands and the Empress in reverse. So it's like the same exact. The Emperor is all 4 kings, and the Empress is all 4 queens. Okay? I feel like you're being asked to okay, there may have been somebody that wants to have some type of new beginning and it's not materializing or something like that, okay? I'm getting that for some of you guys, but for most of you, again, it's about this ego and to nurture yourself and to have balance of your emotional needs, to balance your thoughts and your emotions and to understand the power that you have. For some of you guys, in the past, you were manifesting the challenges that you went through because you didn't understand how energy works and you weren't directing it correctly. I feel it's like trauma that it was happening. And also, this experimenter and this, what I was talking about earlier, I kind of feel like that's what energy is talking about. Someone is realizing that they were toxic. That's what I'm getting here. It's like toxic, and you probably were toxic at one time. But now you're starting to learn, understand. You're coming into spiritual wisdom and you're sounding that trumpet. Now, because you are starting to apply this wisdom, you are now being reborn. This is a spiritual transformation. Okay? This is exactly what is happening in your life right now. All right? Now, there also somebody may be wanting to somebody is debating on reaching out is what I'm getting here. All right, I'm going to do one quick thing. I'm going to pick all the cards up and I'm going to, I don't know, I was guided to do this. So each card, each one that I already pulled here, like you get the overall energy, the mental energy, the physical experience, and the emotional. I'm going to shuffle these again, and I'm going to pull one card for each of those and see what we get. All right, Spirit. What is, give me one card. Whoa. One card for this emotional, for this overall energy. Give me one card for this overall energy. It was the man holding a heart and the woman holding a heart. Give me one card for this overall energy, Spirit. What is it? One more shuffle. See, Judgment is on the bottom of the deck, so see what I mean? 9 of Pentacles for that. All right, what about the mental? Whoa, we got 3 cards for the mental here. All right. So I'm actually just going to put these in exact as I was told to do. Yeah, there it is. And it totally makes sense here. The Magician. See? in the experience, the awareness, the four elements to control, right? The illumination to understand your power and your divinity. Stand in it. So with the heart, with this, independence, okay? It's being asked to take control of your own emotional heart space, to allow what you're becoming illuminated on to be your anthem, all right? And to listen to your higher self here. That is how things are going to manifest in your life. In the mental space, you have the the lovers. Again, the mind is what manifests in the matter. It starts in the mind, okay? I feel like there is a choice. Yeah, it's always a choice. It goes back to the Taurus field, and everything begins in the mind. There's illumination, okay? There is always a choice to be made. You are choosing to go after more knowledge and more wisdom here, all right? Could also be somebody wanting to come back here because you have this for the physical, which is understanding give and take, honesty, right? There's the 4 cups on the bottom here. This is the 6 of cups, but I'm being guided to these 4 of cups, right? The 4 elements, all right? It's about mastery. Giving could be a reward too. Somebody wanting to give you something here. Gift, because you have this recognition and reward. And then in your emotional space, there is love behind you, but somebody is afraid that something is going to not work out here or something is what I'm getting. Okay? This is possibly somebody in the past here that had challenging times. And like I said, I feel like you may have had kids or a kid with this person. Could also be somebody in your family here. But like I said, the cause and effect, right? The magician, understanding that you are the creator. You are source energies flowing to and through you, and it's always going to manifest based on how you are thinking and feeling. Right? Karma, justice. Everything is always coming to you in justice. It's divine justice. Do you know what I mean? But I feel, like I said, it's a spiritual rebirth, real life. Wow, the song Real Life. Yeah. It's going to be manifest. So there's a lot of good things coming to you because of this spiritual growth that you are going through. Let's read this advice. Clean it up. Number 21, which is the number 3, which is about community, alliances, the Trinity. Okay? The essential meanings. Get into the core of a situation. Freedom from a burden. Cleaning house. Sweeping away what is no longer needed. See? You're being asked to elevate. The Oracle's message. Ever feel so bogged down with emotional gunk that you can't think straight? Could you be surrounded by physical clutter in your home? Also, too much work, overwhelmed, time to clean house. Every item out of place natters away at you. Every unresolved resentment, every comparison to others that leads to a sense of lack takes up energetic space. Every unpaid bill just adds up to an unnecessary feeling of being overwhelmed. Now is time to free yourself by energetically cleaning house. Just do it. Make room for the miracles that are lining up for you. It's just reiterating what I was saying, you guys. It's a call to action, okay? In this heart space, the Taurus field, you're being called to literally master your creative power, your divinity. All right, the Observer, 4913, that's the number 4. See? Can't make it up, man. It's real life, you guys. Okay? You're being called to take action. All right, Observer, perspective, objectivity, neutral observation from a distance. The Oracle's message. Most people see the world through a personal lens. They closely identify with their feelings and experiences so much so that they come to believe that these are the only reality. There are times when you need distance in order to gain perspective and understand your circumstances from a more neutral vantage point. Now is one of those times in your life. This is a perfect moment for you to begin to do some exploring. Instead of only considering yourself, consider what you need to understand about the conditions, people, culture, and environment you engage with now. You'll be so happy you did. Illumination is the miracle you seek, and you will indeed find. Wow. It's the same thing I'm saying, you guys. It just shows that I am tapped in. Okay, that my channeling is getting stronger. It's quite beautiful. All right, let's see what the crystals have to say. So I have orange sapphire, the number 41, number 5, so changes. And then pyrite, 45 is the number 9. All right, let's start off with this orange sapphire, which is 41. All right, orange sapphire, essential meetings. Joy and sensuality, respecting your body, body love. Just as healing crystals are of the earth, yet separate from it, we are part of Gaia, and the same water, minerals, and crystals are found within us as well as within the earth. Sometimes we can feel completely in our heads and out of touch with our bodies. But Orange Sapphire Spirit here is here to remind us that our bodies will serve us throughout our lifetime. So treat yours lovingly. Nourish it with good foods from the earth and water that will replenish you. Wonder at your body's beauty and strength. Marvel at its ability to keep your heart beating and your lungs inhaling and exhaling without your conscious effort. Regardless of the flaws you think your body has, now is time to pay attention to it and tend to it with love. The message of Orange Sapphire Spirit is to honor your body and experience its miracles, the senses that distinguish so many different scents, sounds, textures, and colors. Be fully present in your body today and observe what you experience and what your body has to tell you. Care for it and express gratitude to it, for it is through your body senses that you can experience pleasure. So, like I've been saying, you guys, the body was one of those four, right? The four pillars. It's complete: mental, emotional, spiritual, and body. Okay, you're being asked to start treating your body with more love. That doesn't mean going out and getting intoxicated, right? Over giving your body away to multiple people. Is that respecting your body? That's for you to think. For me, I find now that I respect my body after a long cycle of not, of heavily taking drugs, everything, to be honest with you, eating horrible foods, not exercising. And now I see the beauty of my body and I love myself. If you ever want to know if you want to be in a relationship with somebody, watch how they treat their body, right? Watch how they treat their valuables, how they treat others. You'll know them by their fruits, all right? And this is like me, where I'm now alone, right? I'm single, but I'm okay with that because I'm loving myself. I don't need a relationship. If I desire a relationship, then I'll wait for the right one to come. I'm not just going to get into anything because I love myself today. And that's what you're being asked to step into. All right, pyrite. The essential meaning: an inherent value, knowing your worth, self-appreciation, genuine abundance and prosperity within. Throughout the ages, humans have sought the gems of the earth, the crystals whose beauty delighted the eye and whose powers could aid them in their quest to achieve a sense of safety and abundance. They recognize the intrinsic value of these gifts from nature. And when Pyrite Spirit appears, you are meant to appreciate the abundance that the conscious universe has provided, an abundance of opportunities, resources, support, and most importantly, love. A scarcity mentality will prevent you from seeing all that is available to you, and you are called now to offer thanks for the myriad gifts you have been given to help you achieve balance. As you take your healing journey, you will find it easier and easier to recognize that you will always have what you need. Abundance awaits as you are ready yourself to claim it. The conscious universe has your back. What you need will not be denied you at this time, so open yourself to receiving it by practicing appreciation. Yes, okay? If you are always trying to chase, look at this song, addiction came up. Body, right? The addiction, the mind, everything, right? Don't let go of that cycle, okay? Appreciation and gratitude, you guys, is how you're going to get more. If you don't appreciate your body, if you don't appreciate your family, your friends, if you don't appreciate the little things that you have, how do you expect to get more? If you're not spending your money diligently, then why would you get more money? If you're not treating other people with respect, then why would you be treated with respect? If you're not loving your body, then why would your body not, how would your body love you back? Okay? It's give and take equally. What you give, you will always receive. And what you receive, you will equally have to give. It is a balance. And you're being called to bring your life into balance. This is what I got for you guys today. Let's do quickly the angel answers and then close out this reading. So if you have a yes or no question or time-related question or any question you want to ask, Spirit, this is the time to do so. All right? Remember, these are collective readings. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. If you need to pause the video to meditate on your question, go ahead. It's time to do that and then hit play again. All right, Spirit. Answer the collective's questions. Anyone that has a question right now, Spirit, answer their question. Thank you, Spirit. Anyone that has a question, anyone that's asking a question right now, answer their questions. Ask your angels. You know, I'm getting your zodiac is kind of what I'm getting by there. Look at your zodiac, okay? If you ask yes or no question, unlikely. Reconsider. And last card, opportunity. So you might want to reconsider some type of opportunity, or you may have an opportunity here for some of you guys. And at the bottom of the deck, it's all about perfect timing. So there are going to be opportunities that are going to come. It's going to be about perfect timing. Remember, you can only make choices. What comes to you is based on how you make those choices, the decisions that you make, okay? So prepare yourself. So when opportunity comes, you're ready, okay? It's all about divine timing. This is what I got for you guys today. I hope it resonates. Please let me know if it does. Comment, share, subscribe to the channel. Hit that like button. It does help the channel grow. If you'd like to donate to the channel, help me get a dry erase board, or more cards, more decks, I greatly appreciate it. If you'd like to purchase a private reading with Spirit and I, go ahead and email me. It's in the description box. $30 for a half-hour reading. It's just like this. So that's a great value, all right? But if this is the end of our time together, then I want you to know, thank you. I truly, truly appreciate you all. There's so much coming in this world, you guys. We all got to do our part. So together, we're stronger, all right? Stay tuned. There is more videos coming. Until next time, you guys, from my sacred heart to your sacred heart, I'm sending you so much love. Namaste.